So Congressman Gosar, why don't you tell us what's been happening back in Washington? It's a very interesting election year. What's happening on the campaign trail? And anything else you think the people would want to know?
Well, before we left, we saw this egregious action of the Democrats in regards to trying to egregiously take back over and change the mantra of the House. No fly, no buy. When you can't actually buy when you're on the no fly. And we have to restore our constitutional premise of equal application of the law in that regard. So we actually did get an interior bill off the floor and passed by the House, which is great because it's loaded with a lot of amendments that actually help out us folks out in the West. Waters of the U.S. taking it back, no money can be utilized, sanctuary cities, a lot of this stuff we actually got put into law. Now it's going to be up to us when we get back in September to finish out the best and try to get through the rest of this administration's onerous attempts to destroy this country.
Okay, and
one last thing.
Sure.
We actually took a privileged motion to ask for the impeachment of John Koskinen because bureaucrats have to feel the pain when they violate the law and egregious actions against the American public. So that's on the table, and there's more to come.
Please explain what agency
He's from the IRS. He's the IRS commissioner that egregiously had targeted conservative groups across the country.
Okay, so let's go real quick. What about Hillary's emails? That seemed like a real shock that they admitted she had done wrong and yet no charges.
Well, I mean, once again, that tells the American people that the Clintons are above the law and that their fix was in. It shows everything there has to know about this administration's Justice Department. That's what I've been screaming from day one. We had the most egregious Attorney General in U.S. history, Eric Holder, who we actually asked for impeachment. We tried to delay Miss Loretta Lynch, and now she's showing her true colors in that regard. What is happening? This comes down to the American people. The government needs to retake the hill. That's why the change of the day. We can't have Hillary Clinton as the chief executive officer of this country. It's got to be Donald Trump, and we got to get together. And we also have to empower and build the Congress so that they have their plenary powers back, the power of the person, the power of accountability, because we can weather anything when we have that power, that equal footing.
One of Bill Clinton's former mistresses said that Donald Trump was not necessarily her first choice, but he's her best hope at this point. Is that kind of how you feel?
Well, you know, the thing about it is there were 17 well-established candidates that were well-footed, were very talented, and he came out of that aspect. And it was about the people. It's not about the hierarchy of the Republican Party. The people of America actually saw something with Donald Trump. It's time's up. He does what he says what he's going to do, and he negotiates. He doesn't going to tell you where he's going to settle for. That's what our problem has been too often, is that we negotiate to where we can settle, instead of taking it from the farthest point that we can and go back down. I think from that standpoint, it's a new day, and I look forward to getting this country back and with Donald Trump. And while we're at that, wasn't it a wonderful speech last night from a lady who was a business owner herself, who came to this country the right way, embraced the power of this country and the rule of law? What a fabulous speech that she gave.
You're not at the convention. Is that because you're on the campaign trail out here in Arizona?
No, what we did is we allowed people, we put our names, said we had already the flights ready, the hotels booked. If they wanted us to go, we were ready to go. If they would like to have gone, which a lot of people wanted to go, we wanted to make sure they were facilitated. So there's some other personal aspects coming up here shortly, and we had to take care of that business. And the Trump camp actually reached out to us. They would have liked us to have been one of the speakers at the convention, but when they found out some of the things that we were doing, they said, listen, take care of business back home.
Okay, and you have one opponent in the primary, I take it, and anything you want to say about being on the campaign trail again?
Well, the best thing about it is that 6 or 7 weeks I get to be back in Arizona without having to go back to Washington, D.C. I don't have to look at the Potomac and not drink from it. I'm back here in Arizona drinking Arizona water and seeing the smiling faces of people that want to change this country, get it back to we the people.
Okay, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, it's great to be home.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Lynn.